Yo, what's up guys? This is Andre Kenshin here, and today we're gonna be doing before the Sweet 16 predictions, and it's gonna be the first winning the first round and second round review of the NCAA tournament. Let's check out the 2024 NCAA tournament. My predictions only at 6,6,620,510. This is rankings right there for predictions. So as you can see, I got it wrong right there. They counting right side and start the East. They start over 4 games right there, and I got 3 got wrong in the East, which I got wrong. I picked in right there. I picked Auburn beat Yale, and that happened. Ended up losing by 2 point close game by the Yale. Another upset. Duquesne beats BYU. Wow, BYU. I picked BYU make it to the Sweet 16, but did not. I did not get the Sweet 16 by BYU. So then again, in the right there, I picked BYU beat Illinois. She was supposed to be Illinois will upset, boarding upset BYU in Illinois series, and then they picked BYU and right there, and then I got picked Drake beat Washington State and they were lost. Washington State got win 66 to 61, and then move on in the South region. I got 4 got wrong and 4 for 8 in South. We got Nebraska lose to Texas A&M by 15 points, and then said the Nebraska player. You see the image for Nebraska player got crying. What's the name of Nebraska player? Which is Kise Tominaga. They losing, and then after lose to Texas A&M, and they dominate right there. Texas Tech fell to NC State. Wow. Texas Tech lose to NC State 80 to 67, and we get upset there. As you can see, upset bracket busted. It's crazy. Where Oakland Golden Grizzlies beat Kentucky Wildcats in a close game 80 to 76, and then further lose to Colorado on KJ Simpson game-winning shot 102 to 100 right there. So they only have one got wrong right there. You see Kentucky beats Texas Tech. Move on in the West. Almost got perfect 3. Now after we get wrong bracket right here, so they have 3 wrong brackets right there. I got St. Mary's lose to Grand Canyon 75 to 66, and it marks the first time Grand Canyon won the NCAA tournament. A huge upset. Clemson beats New Mexico in a dominant 21 points, 77 to 56. And then Dayton beats Nevada. Wow, I picked Nevada win over Dayton, and happened because the Nevada blew a collapse down 17 points, and they ended up comeback by Dayton Flyers. And then I almost got perfect for 4 for 4 in the West, which Baylor lose to Clemson. Cannot beat Clemson Tigers like there, so I have to go Baylor will win, so I have to get the Baylor. And then they only have 2 got wrongs there, and I have to because I didn't get Texas beat Tennessee. You cannot beat with Tennessee Volunteers right there side. I cannot believe 62 to 58 in the happener. And then they got wrong. Gonzaga beat Kansas, and then right there Gonzaga cannot beat Gonzaga. There will be no match for you. And then I got perfect correct 8 for 8 got correct. And right there, as you can see, I almost upset there. Kansas and Sanford was a close game. Kansas won 93-89. And now it's time for the Sweet 16 is set up. Right there is going to be the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 right there. The road to the Final 4. Again, so we're going to have a check out the Final 4. Hopefully you enjoy this video. And we'll check out in my last video. We're going to be the end side. And this could be the end of our 2024 college basketball season. By the way, let's get started off when the East. The rematch of the national championship a year ago, where UConn dominated San Diego State to win the title as the defending national champion Huskies. Defense needs to stop when San Diego State. So I have to pick Huskies will win over San Diego State. Illinois and Iowa State. I believe I have to get back the Cyclones beats Illinois in a close game by 2, 62 to 60. Move on to the Elite 8. Next up in the West, North Carolina versus Alabama. Let's go. The Tar Heels will win over Clemson Tide again. So I have to pick Tar Heels because let's believe right there. I'm gonna take over to the Tar Heels. We'll move on. Clemson and Arizona. I have to go the Wildcats win over the Tigers. And because this is what happened, Clemson son Baylor. This is not Arizona Baylor. It's Arizona Clemson. Still a great game. I have to go the Wildcats. Next up in the sub, Houston and Duke. This time, I want to take the Cougars will win over the Blue Devils in a great game. So I have to get them right there to Houston. So I have to pick the Houston Cougars. Next up, NC State versus Marquette, which I have to go the Marquette Golden Eagles will win over NC State in the great game. NC State is happening in making it to the run. The ACC tournament run was absolutely incredible. No one cannot stop us. So I have to go the Marquette Golden Eagles. Move on in the Midwest. Purdue versus Gonzaga, which I have to go Boilermakers will win over the Bulldogs. Last year, Purdue losing the 16th seed Fairleigh Dickinson at close game 63-58. Remind me, so did not happen. Creighton versus Tennessee, and yes, my favorite team, Blue Jays will win over Volunteers. And that happened almost a huge heart attack fan for the Creighton. That happened they losing with 30 seconds remaining with the Oregon lead 62-58. And then he get because the Oregon got missed the free throw. He missed once and Dante missed it. And then Baylor he ties it off 62. And then Dante he got another shot to force the second overtime. And then Creighton in a huge massive run 50-0 without any score for the Ducks. One they missed a shot and great game. So I have to go the Blue Jays beats Tennessee. On in the Elite 8, UConn versus Iowa State for the Final Four, and I have to go the Huskies will win or pass over the Iowa State Cyclones. North Carolina versus Arizona, and I have to go the Tar Heels will win over Arizona. It's gonna be a great game. So gonna have a great series there. I have to pick there, so I'm gonna get the Tar Heels will pass over Arizona, and then Houston and the Marquette. This time I have to go the Cougars will win over the Marquette Golden Eagles. So I have to pick that right there for the Houston here. So I have to pick the Houston Cougars will win the game right there inside. And then finally, my favorite team, Creighton Blue Jays and Purdue. I have to go the Blue Jays heading to the Final Four of the Midwest. So I got a Final Four, 3 number 1 seeds except for Creighton. So we got 3 number 1 seeds there. UConn versus North Carolina and Houston versus Creighton. So the first one, North Carolina versus UConn. So I have to go to North Carolina. We'll move on to the national championship on April 8th. And Houston and Creighton. And I have to go to Blue Jays. We're heading to the Final Four in national championship. I'm so sorry. So we got North Carolina and Creighton. And I'm gonna get my favorite team. The Creighton Blue Jays win the national champions. And the score are saying by 5 points. And there we go, guys. My favorite team, Creighton, winning again over North Carolina. And I got a pick right there inside. So that's it for now. I forgot the name right. They were called Sweet 16 Picks. There we go, guys. And that's it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, and I hope you enjoyed it. And that will see you in of the 2024 NCAA basketball. Now it's heading back to the NBA for the NBA 2K12 game between the Thunder and the Mavericks. Goodbye.